Have you ever found yourself lying awake at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, wondering if you'll ever fall back asleep? Or maybe you drift off easily, only to wake up feeling like you barely closed your eyes? You're not alone, my friend. As we age, sleep can feel like a fickle friend, here one night, gone the next. But what if I told you the secret to deeper, sweeter sleep might be hiding in your kitchen? Today, let's talk about 5 foods that doctors say can help seniors like us finally get the rest we deserve. Not pills, not potions, just simple, delicious ingredients that work with your body, not against it. Now, I know what you're thinking. Food can't fix insomnia. And you're right. It's not magic. But science shows that certain foods nudge our brains and bodies into preparing for sleep. Think of them as a lullaby for your nervous system. Let's start with a humble fruit you might already have in your fridge. First up, tart cherries. These little rubies aren't just for pies. They're one of the few natural sources of melatonin, the hormone that tells your body, hey, it's bedtime. A study in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that seniors who drank tart cherry juice twice a day slept 90 minutes longer on average. My neighbor Marge swears by her nightcap, a shot of unsweetened cherry juice mixed with sparkling water. Tastes like summer, she says, and knocks me out better than counting sheep. Not a juice fan? Try frozen cherries blended into a smoothie with yogurt or sprinkle dried tart cherries on oatmeal. Just aim for a serving about an hour before bed. And here's a tip. Look for Montmorency cherries. They're the sleep superstars. Next, let's talk about a crunchy bedtime buddy, almonds. These nuts are packed with magnesium, a mineral that relaxes muscles and calms racing thoughts. Ever notice how stress seems to amplify at night? Magnesium helps quiet that mental chatter. But here's the kicker. Almonds also contain healthy fats that slow digestion, releasing sleep-friendly nutrients gradually. My buddy Frank, a retired trucker, struggled with restless legs keeping him awake. His doctor suggested a handful of almonds with a banana, another magnesium-rich food, an hour before bed. 2 weeks in, I slept through Wheel of Fortune for the first time in years. He laughed. Try almond butter on apple slices or a small handful of roasted almonds. Just avoid salted ones. Too much sodium can backfire. Now, cherries and almonds, they're just the opening act. There are 3 more sleep superheroes we'll explore next time, including a cozy drink that's been soothing souls for centuries and a leafy green that moonlights as a natural sedative. But tonight, why not try one of these? Swap your evening cookie for a few cherries or almonds. Your body might just surprise you. Let's pick up where we left off, because while cherries and almonds are a great start, there's more delicious help waiting in your pantry. Today, we're diving into 2 foods that might surprise you. One that's fuzzy and green, and another that's been calming nerves since your grandma's time. Let's get cozy and talk about how these everyday ingredients can become your new bedtime allies. Third on our list, kiwi. Yes, this tropical little fruit isn't just for smoothie bowls. Research from Taipei Medical University found that adults who ate 2 kiwis an hour before bed fell asleep 42% faster and slept more soundly. Why? Kiwis are loaded with serotonin, a brain chemical that helps regulate sleep cycles, and antioxidants that reduce inflammation, which often keeps seniors tossing and turning. My Aunt Clara, who's 81, calls these her sleep bullets. She peels one kiwi, slices it into her evening yogurt, and swears she's out like a light by 9:30. Not a fan of the tartness? Try blending it with frozen mango and a splash of coconut water. Just remember, timing matters. Eat it about 60 minutes before bed to let those nutrients work their gentle magics. And here's a bonus. Kiwis are packed with fiber, which helps stabilize blood sugar overnight. No more 3 a.m. hunger pangs. Just keep portions modest. Too much fruit late at night can backfire. Now let's talk about a classic that stood the test of time, chamomile tea. This isn't just folklore, science backs it up. Chamomile contains apigenin, a compound that binds to brain receptors like a natural sedative. A study in the Journal of Advanced Nursing showed seniors who drank chamomile tea daily for a month reported significantly better sleep quality. My neighbor Walt, a retired mechanic with decades of shift work under his belt, used to mock fancy teas. Then his daughter gave him chamomile in a world's best grandpa mug. Now, he brews a pot every night at 8 p.m., calling it his engine cool-down ritual. Pro tip, add a teaspoon of raw honey. It helps your brain produce melatonin. Just skip the sugar, which can disrupt sleep. Now, kiwi and chamomile, they're like the quiet heroes of the kitchen. But wait until you hear about our fifth and final food, a humble seed that's been hiding in plain sight, packed with sleep-boosting power. And don't worry, we'll also tackle how to combine these foods into simple, satisfying routines. Because, let's face it, sleep shouldn't feel like homework. Tonight, why not try a kiwi chamomile wind down? Slice half a kiwi into your tea as it steeps. The warmth softens the fruit, making a naturally sweet, sleepy stew. Your taste buds and your nervous system will thank you. Now, we've saved the most unassuming hero for last. A food so simple you've probably walked past it 100 times in the grocery store. But don't let its size fool you. This tiny powerhouse might just be the final key to unlocking your best sleep yet. Let's talk about pumpkin seeds. These little gems are bursting with magnesium and tryptophan, a double whammy for sleep. Magnesium relaxes muscles, while tryptophan converts to serotonin, that cozy brain chemical that whispers, "Time to unwind." My friend Betty, a night shift nurse turned insomniac after retirement, started sprinkling roasted pumpkin seeds on her evening yogurt. Within a week, she said, I was sleeping like I'd been hugged by a cloud. Try this. Toss a tablespoon of seeds with olive oil and a pinch of sea salt, roast until golden, and keep them in a jar by your bedside. Pop a few with a square of dark chocolate, another magnesium-rich treat, an hour before bed. Or blend them into a banana smoothie. It's like a sleep potion in a glass. So let's gather the feast. Tart cherries humming melatonin lullabies, almonds easing tense muscles, kiwi smoothing sleep's runway, chamomile tea steeped in calm and pumpkin seeds, nature's tiny sleep coaches. Together, they're not just snacks, they're a ritual, a way to say, I honor this body that's carried me through decades. Here's how to marry them into your evenings. 7 p.m., a handful of almonds and kiwi slices. 8 p.m., chamomile tea with a teaspoon of honey. 9 p.m., a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds on yogurt or oatmeal. But remember, this isn't a prescription. Maybe you'll sip cherry juice while knitting, or munch seeds during the nightly news. Listen to your rhythm. The goal isn't perfection, it's peace. Now, I'd love to hear your stories. Did you try one of these foods? Maybe rediscovered chamomile tea or finally gave kiwi a chance? Share your wins, or even your funny fails, in the comments. Your journey could light the way for someone else wandering the midnight halls of insomnia. Before we say goodnight, here's my wish for you. May your evenings be gentle, your snacks be nourishing, and your sleep be deep enough to recharge the wonder you still bring to this world. You've earned this rest, friend. Here's to closing your eyes, knowing you've given yourself the gift of care. One bite, one sip, one seed at a time. Don't forget to hit like if this helped, and subscribe for more ways to embrace the joy of aging. After all, every day's a new chapter, and well-rested eyes see the brightest pages. Detert